Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, okay, Liverpool come away with a 3-2 loss to Brighton. It's a strange one. We're not since we won a league. It feels like we just have decided that we're just going to play for fun. It was a good game, very good game. You could tell the manager was really putting some players in the shop window. Players were starting who you wouldn't expect to start, and I think that's really to give them opportunity and to see if we can get some bids for them, to be honest with you. But let me chop that up with you a bit more, and obviously news about our potential signings and Frimpong coming through the door. Speak to you in a minute. Hope everyone's all right. So, look, the game against Brighton, I watched that game. I could tell in the first 15, 20 minutes what kind of game it was. I just felt that with the midfield we had was very weak. Elliott was the one in midfield I was concerned about. And he's just, I've never known a player that he cannot tackle. I know he's a small guy, but he just can't tackle. I didn't see him win any physical battles in the centre midfield. It was just too easy for them to run through our midfield at times. I suppose if I looked at it even more concerning, there's a couple of things. It's clear to me that Tsimikas, who we have affinity for, but he needs to go. Tsimikas was just getting rinsed all game, was constantly making errors, constantly playing the wrong pass, and defensively was just very weak. Just simple as that. Now, Connor Bradley's one, that's a bit of a worry as well, but they're not so much a worry that I didn't expect this. I've seen him. He was getting beaten by Ndingwa on one-to-ones. And then Mitoma came in and there's the same. And then we put Endo on it. And I just thought, well, if Connor Bradley was struggling with these, Endo was not going to have a better game. And it was clear, because as soon as Mitoma come on, he rinsed Endo and created opportunities for Brighton. It was just one of those games with Kwanzaa in the centre-back as well. Whenever Kwanzaa's playing and Virgil's not playing, it just seems that we concede goals. We just seem to concede lots of goals, on average probably 2 or 3. It just seems, I don't know if I'm watching I'm just giving the wrong stats here, but I just feel that whenever Kwanzaa's playing and Virgil's not playing, we just concede at least 2 or 3 goals. It's just, and I don't want to blame Kwanzaa per se, but when Virgil's there, we don't have these issues, and we don't look, I feel, defensively as weak as we did. Now with Chiesa playing up top as well, that I felt sorry for Chiesa. I felt that he didn't get much opportunity. There were times in the first half, after we scored, we were deep in our half, and he didn't get opportunity. But then when he did, he laid the ball off. It should have been finished by Connor Bradley. He didn't. It was a poor finish. But I thought we didn't really see the real Chiesa. Salah was okay, not great. Should have finished literally an open goal. Then I had a chance only a few minutes later, and then it was well saved by keeper. But if he'd finished that, it would have been 3-1, and I think the game would have been over. So that's a bit disappointing. We know Salah's got one more goal contribution to make the record. But yeah, that was fairly disappointing, to be honest with you, with Salah. Great goal from Szoboszlai. Although he's honest and he said he didn't mean it. It was like a cross. So, but it looked good. It looked good. So look, I feel the manager has made that decision to let these players have an opportunity so that we can see them in a shop window. Hopefully teams can put bid in. I feel Elliott will be gone, and also his comments afterwards just seems like a player who's resigned to the fact that he will have to make a career decision, which will mean leaving the club. And it's a pity because I like the player, but I feel he's just not strong enough. And even being a diminutive player, there's players has his height who still have control of what goes on around them in terms of the ball possession and passing the ball, etc., etc. Pedri, if you look at, for example, Barcelona, I just feel like he's weak in a tackle. Every time there's a challenge, he just either stepped away from it or just got bullied. He was creative. I'll give him that. Just I feel that he's a player who I don't feel he's strong enough for the team. I don't. I think we carry him a lot when he comes in, and it makes us weaker. And that's just a pity, but I think that's just a fact, really, to be honest with you. Alisson, good game. Some great saves. Shouldn't have had to work that hard. It's just poor. Again, it's a great game, but it's not about saying it's a great game. It's about us getting the results. And, we've now, look at the Arsenal game, we drew there. Look at the Chelsea game, we lost there. This one we've lost now. It's just now dropping our points backwards. I think we can only finish on, 85 points or so. It's just disappointing. It's disappointing to finish like that. But then I know what the coach is doing. I feel it's almost like letting the club know as well, this is what I've got. I kind of need strengthening. These players aren't good enough. I do need others. And so this is where we then go in towards looking at Frimpong, medical sorted. That's still done. Fabrizio Romano has come out and stated about Kerkez. So it looks like the deal's nearly over the line. Liverpool are happy, the players happy. It's just about getting that signed up and the medical. Although City have tried to come in there last minute to try and get in there, like City do. And then we're looking at Florian Wirtz, who Bayern are clearly in the front runner for that signing. We would love it. That'd be great. Seeing Szoboszlai number 10, he's just not that. We need an unlocker. We need a creative player. Now, obviously, players like Shaq. Oh God, I can't even say his name probably now. Players like Shirky. Shirky could be the one to unlock. Cheaper version, but I think we want to get Wirtz. I think he's much sought after. We need that creative midfielder to unlock the defenses. Without Trent. And you can see almost, I feel, in that Brighton game, the creativity wasn't there. Like a lot of times it was just counter-attacking football. So whereas Trent, sometimes you can unlock it with that pass, 30, 40-yard pass, etc., etc. So it would be nice to get that creative midfielder who now will give us that different dimension to our play. Now, we're not front runners, so buying the front runners, they're being a bit naughty, a little bit underhand in terms of how they've approached the player. This is alleged. His parents are his negotiators, so it's been alleged that this is the case. And Liverpool's done all the right things. We may not get him. We're not in the box seat, but it'll be interesting. It'll be nice to see if we can get him. And so, why not go for it? We can't get him. Let's get a creative midfielder. We need that. We need players who can lock defenses and give us that dimension to our play, rather than always being the sort of out there to the right hand side, Salah out there to the left hand side or the wings. We need that different options. So let me know what you feel. Let me know how you thought the game went. Who was your man of the match? I feel Alisson was the man of the match. And let me know about the signings and what you feel about the signings. Would that be, what players you feel needs to join the club? Please like and subscribe and click on notifications. So talk to you later.